Hebrews 12. If you endure chastening, God deals with you as sons. For what son is there whom a father does not chasten? But if you're without chastening, of which we have all become partakers, then you're illegitimate and not sons. Furthermore, we had human fathers who corrected us, and we paid them respect. Shall we not much more readily be in subjection to the Father of spirits and live? So God does discipline, but it's always motivated by love. Now, for people who are unbelievers, there's eternal justice. And God will make sure in eternity that all sin and all evil is paid for. But us as believers, he's always forgiving. So let me review here. Moses says to God, would you show me who you really are? God says, certainly. I'll cause all my goodness to pass before you. Merciful, gracious, long-suffering, abounding in goodness, abounding in truth, forgiving and just. That's your God. Did you notice that abounding in truth and just are just 2 out of 7? But the other 5 are merciful, gracious, long-suffering, abounding in goodness and forgiving. If you saw God for who he really was, it just simply would change everything. There wouldn't be anything standing between you and him. If you can only get as close to God as your concept of him would allow, if that was your concept of God, you would live in his lap. You would never hesitate relating to God on that. So I'm going to personalize this. I've written this, I've taken everything I just said and written a letter to you from God. And this is me writing this. But I believe that it represents the heart of God. So if you want to, you can receive this as God's letter to you. Dear child, I realize you've had a difficult time understanding who I am because of mistakes your parents made, as well as the negative influence the fallen world around you has had on you. So I want to tell you firsthand who I really am so you can understand me and relate with me intimately as your father and best friend. First of all, I am very compassionate towards you. I don't just see what you're doing, I know why you're doing it and that you can't change without my help. I can also see what the devil is doing to attack you as he is trying to defeat you. I see what others have done to you in your past and even now. I wish you would understand that I don't stand back and judge you. I want to be in your life helping you because I love you so much. I also want you to know that my help is free. You don't have to deserve any of it. My son died on the cross to pay for all of your sins so that you can relate to me without merit or performance. My throne is the throne of grace, and all you have to do is believe in my love and ask for my help, and it will be given to you generously in every area. I will never desert you under any circumstances. I will be with you forever and will never reject you. I am good-natured and never change. I am never in a bad mood or have a bad day. I am the most consistent person you will ever know. You can trust me. I will always be good to you because I am overflowing with goodness that I want to share with you. My plan for your life is good, and that will never change. I will never lie to you, deceive you, trick you, withhold information from you, or break a promise. I will always relate to you based on the truth. When you fail, I will always forgive you and totally remove your sin from the record. My grace is greater than all of your sins combined, past, present, and future. And my mercy toward you is renewed every day. As your father, I have rules that are there for the purpose of protecting you and causing you to grow as a person and as a believer. If you violate my rules, I will deal with you graciously, even as I discipline you at times. My correction is motivated by my love for you. Never interpret my correction as anger or rejection. I love you too much to allow you to damage yourself or others without attempting to help you and get you to a better place. I love you more than you can know in this life. My desire is to reveal my love to you personally every day. Child, believe these words, for they are true. Act upon them as you pray to me, and believe me for the mercy and grace you need every day, and I will reveal myself to you in a new way. Signed, your loving father. Anybody like that? And I truly believe that represents the heart of God. And so this is stage 4, the final stage with Moses. And after this is over with, immediately following God's revelation of who he is to Moses, 3 things have changed with Moses. The first is his worship has changed. Exodus 34:8, as soon as this is over, Moses made haste and bowed his head toward the earth in worship. If you could see God for who he really was, you would immediately begin to worship. Listen, you wouldn't worship because it's the right thing to do. You wouldn't worship to get brownie points with God or to perform for his favor. You would worship because you would be in awe of him and you would love him.